day for a walk out here in nature. Snake! 911. What's the news, Doc?
Well, the snake bite seems to have some rare complications. I don't know how to put it exactly.
Give it to me straight.
Well, it seems that from now on you can only eat food sweetened by saccharin.
My life is over.
No, saccharin's a widely used product. I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
I'm dying.
Yeah, let me teach you a bit about saccharin, see if that helps.
He said he was in a great hurry and left the lab without washing his hands. Apparently he wasn't wearing gloves or anything either while he was working in the lab with these chemicals that he didn't know what they were.
Right.
And he went home and he ate dinner.
Right.
And he was eating a piece of bread, and his bread was like really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And he realized that that was weird, so he put the bread down and wiped his hands and his mouth and his beard with the napkin.
He's like, the napkin's sweet, too.
Yeah, he thought the napkin was super sweet, and he's like, okay, there's something weird going on. He put two and two together and realized it must have been that powder that he had on his hands from the chemical that he spilled on it.
That he didn't think to wash off before he ate with his hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be saccharin.
Great. So now I know I'm just shoving a poor attempt at coal tar in my mouth. That makes me feel a whole lot better.
Actually, it should. The fact that it's not a food means that it provides no food energy. This means that it has 0 calories and passes through your body without being metabolized. This is especially good for diabetics because they can eat it without needing insulin.
I do love a good glass of iced tea, especially sweet, but I guess without sugar, I can't do that anymore.
What did you just learn? Sweden was the most popular form of granulated saccharin invented in 1957 by Benjamin Einstein. I brought some. You can use it to sweeten your tea.
So I get that saccharin is great for just everyday usage as a sweetener, but now I can't eat any baked goods. This condition is ruining my life.
No, wait just a minute. You're lucky that you've been forced to eat saccharin and not some other lesser sweetener. If you were forced to always eat sucralose, you wouldn't be able to bake because after you baked, it would be left with an artificial taste. Some other sweeteners are even completely unusable for baking. Well,
I can't even tell these were made with saccharin. These might as well be real sugar.
yeah, saccharin is perfectly suited for baking.
Thank you so much for helping me out with this new predicament, Doctor. I feel like I owe you something. How about I take you out to dinner?
Sure.
Alright, hold on. Let me go brush my teeth. Wait, can I even use toothpaste? It tastes so sweet.
Actually, having sugar in toothpaste would be counterproductive because the sugar would actually help decay your teeth. That's why we put saccharin in toothpaste. Saccharin not only provides a great taste, but it avoids tooth decay because bacteria can't break it down.
Great. I'll be down in a second, Doctor.
Did I mention that saccharin is also used in mouthwash, chapstick, lip gloss, and many other cosmetics?
No. Thank you. I guess I'll just have water. Soda doesn't have any saccharin in it.
You're in luck, my friend. Soda fountains and these diet sodas use saccharin as a sweetener because it preserves liquids for longer. Even some cans of pop use saccharin, like cap.
That's great. I guess I do get it all with saccharin. You know, Doctor, my newfound appreciation for saccharin has led me to do some research on it.
Really? What?
Yes, the synthesis of this miracle molecule, so to speak, is very interesting. Let me tell you more about it. So, there are two different processes that are generally used to make saccharin. The first one, the Rams and Fahlberg, was the original method, but then the Maumee process followed. Both have the same end result of making saccharin from the molecule O-toluene sulfonamide. Now these reactions are very complex, so I won't get into the details of them. They're just various complex oxidation reactions along with others. The Rams and Fahlberg, the main difference between the Rams and Fahlberg and the Maumee is that the Rams and Fahlberg applies heat, whereas the Maumee does not. So, the O-toluene sulfonamide, once converted to saccharin, is a very sweet flavor, which is provided by the hydrogens arranged on the outside of the molecule. This sensation of sweetness is also why glucose and other artificial sweeteners taste sweet to humans. So I'm now learning about how great saccharin really is, but the only problem is I'm kind of strapped for cash. Is providing saccharin for me going to be a problem?
Actually, saccharin's rather cost effective and cheap.
Oh, now that you say that, I do remember reading about it in my research. The process used to synthesize saccharin is much more cost efficient than that of other artificial sweeteners. Also, since saccharin is 400 times sweeter than sugar, less saccharin is needed to provide an equivalent sweetness level as a serving of sugar.
Well, you may not know this, but I'm a bit of a history buff. And I remember that saccharin was used in World War I on the home front, so that real sugar could be sent to the troops on the front line.
Yes, this cost effectiveness is very useful. Hey Doc, do you want a piece of sugar-free gum?
Sure.
You'll never guess what they used to sweeten it.
Saccharin?
You're pretty smart. So, Doctor, everything has a downside. So, what's saccharin? I heard that it might cause cancer.
Actually, the evidence for that is dubious at best.
But I thought all products containing saccharin had a warning label from the FDA.
That's true, but that was based off a study based on a poor design in the 70s, where they fed a bunch of rats a huge amount of saccharin and gave them little to no other food for nutritional value. This led to a slight increase in bladder cancer chance for the rats, but rats also have very different bladders from humans.
So, have there been tests to confirm this?
Yes, people later did tests on humans dealing with saccharin, and no link was found between saccharin and cancer. Thus, warning labels no longer are required on saccharin products.
Thank you. So saccharin doesn't cause cancer.
Not only that, but doctors are now searching for ways that saccharin can be used to fight cancer.